Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisha. I'm a psychic medium, so everything I do is channeled. Um, Today we're looking at who loves you, plain and simple. All right, so pile 1, you got the Magician. Pile 2, you have the Two of Cups, and pile 3, you have the Hierophant. The timestamps will be down below. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can find the information down below for that as well. If you want to donate support what I do, feel free. Nonetheless, I appreciate you here. Thank you for your support. I will see you at your pile. All right, pile 1, you guys have the Magician. This is who loves you. Oh my god. Okay, so this is definitely someone for whomever is here watching part 1 who has definitely been on the wrong path, definitely been more on a dark side here. I do feel like they're kind of recognizing the regret around that. This is definitely someone who's kind of been on the path away from their divine guidance and their divine alignment. And I do feel like some of you have been dealing with some level of abuse with this person. Just know, please recognize that. And if it's not healthy, it's not healthy, and don't allow that into your space. But this is definitely someone who, yeah, this is kind of taking the Magician energy and taking it for granted as well. I think this is someone who got quite ahead of themselves and didn't realize that everything has cause and effect, right? So you're looking at laws here, law of attraction coming through. I definitely feel like you did manifest this person into your space, but I think what's happening is that you're mistaking it for karma. This is not karma. You did manifest this person, but this kind of feels like I'm here and walking on eggshells, actually. So you may feel a bit timid or afraid around this person. Recognize that and know that you don't have to be around this person. But for someone, you really need to know this is not karma. Regarding someone, this is someone who is they kind of misstepped here and kind of abused their Magician energy on a soul level. And that's not a reflection of you. And I feel like it's very important to come through. That's already what I'm picking up as I channel. Channeling is an intuitive process. It is a form of communicating energy from the other side, of course. So take this reading how it connects to you specifically. Don't force yourself to consume messages that don't work for you. Now, the High Priestess, you guys in this pile, the Moon reverse. This is definitely giving me one of them dynamics where you kind of just know in your gut. I'll keep these 2 cards for later on. That something is exactly how it is, but you're kind of looking, it's kind of like the confirmation bias, right? So you know in your gut that something is the way that it is, particularly what I just addressed there. This is like, you know this very clearly. This is still kind of trying to excuse it away. So take it from me as an empath who has done this in the past before. Don't excuse it away. This is definitely someone who has some inner troubles here, and they do abuse their energy and their position and their personal power on a soul level. That's not what you manifested. You manifested their soul, but not their behavior. That's really coming through very strongly. The 4 of Wands, for some of this is definitely someone you're meant to marry, or you were meant to marry. Take it how it connects. Okay, you also got the Knight of Wands coming out. And you got the Page of Pentacles. Now, this is kind of this person's problem, and I think at this point you already know who this is. I got the name George. I'm hearing like Mira. Interesting name. I'm getting something about money as well. All right, so the Page of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands and Knight of Wands. So this is kind of giving me like you having a very clear intention. And even though it's not grounded yet, you kind of know what you want to move towards. But then this is kind of someone who's a bit flimsy. And not paying as much attention and kind of having their energy sprawled out. And I think in the lack of attention towards you, it's actually caused you harm. So this is kind of what you're dealing with, and that's causing conflict. And if you dealt with any kind of arguments with this person, that's usually a sign that the timelines are not aligned anymore. Your energies are not aligned. And that's okay. And I'm hearing it's not a lie who this person is. You manifested them, you manifested their soul, but you didn't manifest their particular behavior that they have showcased to you. So really do know that. The angels keep emphasizing that, because you may think that you manifested that and it's karma. Is really coming through strongly. King of Swords reversed, also to explain who this is who loves you. You know, people love you, but it doesn't mean that they know how to even exercise that love correctly, right? 9 of Pentacles. So I feel like you guys are really self-secure within yourself. You understand what you want, even if it's still intangible and you're still kind of feeling your way through certain things in life that you want. It's very clear. You know, you can take care of yourself. And because you can take care of yourself, you're ready to extend yourself to someone else and this person. However, the 9 of Wands with the King of Swords reverse is definitely giving me someone who definitely lies a lot. And I'm hearing lying by retaining actually information. So this is not someone who's going to, it's giving me a deflection. So as soon as you sit down and you mention something, they kind of mention something else. It's kind of giving me that energy, and that's been coming up a lot lately, actually. Yeah. Yeah, Ace of Swords reverse. So this is kind of behavior, I feel like it's harmed you actually, and it's kind of perpetuated some cycle in your life where you've had a lack of clarity, and it's also delayed things, and it stopped you from having what you've needed. However, the angels are saying this is still being alchemized through Soul's Reverse. So even though this feels like something's gone sideways here, there's definitely karma this person has started with you, and karma that they have to pay regarding you, on an energetic, etheric level. This person could have also hurt your etheric lining as well, so you could kind of be feeling shaken up at the moment, or maybe you don't know exactly who you are. The angels are saying that is being taken care of on a higher order. So that is a demand itself from Source Spirit to take care of you, to make sure that you were guided. I feel like there are like quite a few angels you guys have around you in this pile, so you're not abandoned here. But the star reverse, yeah, is kind of saying, even though there's like the star, not star reverse, but it's, I said that by accident, so that means that's the message. They want me to focus on that. You didn't get something you wanted here. The angel's saying that's okay. That was never your fault. Please know that, because I feel like you guys in this power, you are empaths and you're blaming yourself for certain things right now that is not your accountability to take. The conjunction alliance is exactly the energy I'm getting. So that's confirmation, the butting heads. When this is upright, this is you working in each other's favor. It's reversed, because I feel like this is someone who worked against you rather than with you. And the sixth house, reverse sustainability, tells me that this has kind of affected your day-to-day life. And we're 606 actually at the point in the recording as I said that, so that's confirmation. That's giving me sixth house energy. Whenever you're looking at your sixth house energy, you're also looking at your day-to-day, your mundane. So this could have actually affected your health for someone here. And for someone, yeah, this is definitely, I'm getting like leg energy. So I don't know if you're struggling to kind of carry certain things in life right now, or deal with certain things that you were able to deal with much easier before. The angels are saying that is not your fault. The biggest message here, 5 of Wands, that's conflict, that's the like tectonic plates button. The angels really are stressing here, this is not your fault. This is someone else's soul that has abused their energy, their magician energy, and I do feel like they're being on a higher level sanctioned for that, whatever that means. So take that how it connects, and your opposition, confrontation, reverse. So the angels are actually addressing something you don't expect coming in, which is an ease and a peace. Yeah, Jupiter abundance. So this is definitely kind of thing where it's like it feels miraculous because it kind of comes up out of the blue, and it comes in a way that's kind of unexpected. If this person has caused you financial issues, by the way, there's some kind of blessing here to which you're being taken care of, or you're being provided for, or something really beautiful is coming through. That but one is standing out to me right now. You see, is yeah. October could be relevant too as well for you with the pumpkin as well. You guys in Power One. Angels, can you give me some more specifics about this? But look, the magician again. That's exactly the energy. The magician, the hermit. So this is someone who's been festering for a while, but I really do feel like they've been building up their energy for a while, and then they have this big pop moment, but they kind of put it in the wrong area, the wrong space, and they may have attacked you with it. Like fence boundaries, bottom of this deck. So yeah, angels, can you give me some more specifics on who this person is? What does Power One need to know about who this person is? I think you already know, but just confirmations, right? And anything else that Power One needs to know about who loves them. I do feel like this is past. This is someone. Jealousy. Okay, so this happens all the time. I've experienced this and I never really realized it. And it took me, it took another medium actually saying to me, Lisha, you know, there's people are jealous of you. And I remember hearing that at the time and thinking that is so weird because I've never ever perceived it that way. But on the undercurrents of energy, even if people are acting a certain way towards you, there's some kind of jealousy rooted in the energy here with the evil eye protection. So this is definitely someone who's, I would say, they feel much less unstable than you when it comes to their self-confidence, and there's like an energetic jealousy here. So it's not even being registered on a physical three-dimensional level. I don't know if you've also experienced someone passing away in your personal life, for those of you who have picked this pile, but that person, that spirit is around and they care about you and they're here to help you. By the way, so call on them. That's a specific message for someone. Okay. You guys are definitely dealing with some interference here, but it feels like it has to do with you recognizing and remembering who you are, okay? But I feel like you already know that, so don't forget that. But the biggest message here is don't blame yourself. Now, there may be, Angels, can you fine-tune the energy, please? Thank you. Any other messages? Okay, mirror reflection. This is exactly what I'm talking about. So this is someone you manifested. This is someone who was guided into your life, but the behavior they exerted was not divinely guided. And the angels really want to stress that, because some part of you is taking this as karma. This is not karma. This is someone misstepping on their divinely guided path and doing things that are not aligned. The mirror reflection side of it is kind of saying you have that conflict within yourself, where you're kind of thinking, well, was this mirroring? Was this, two people drawn together because of karma, because of consequence, because of whatever? No. The angels are saying, like, very clearly, no. Don't mistake that. Do not put that blame on yourself right now. It is so harmful, and you do not deserve that, is what they're saying, okay? Now, someone here, you got an ex different, separate from this person, who's still... Oh my god, look! Personal power, crown reverse. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Holy shit. And then ascendant, entrance. Yeah, this is kind of someone who barged their energy into a space that it didn't belong. The ascendant is kind of giving me like a door and opening it without permission. So this is someone who definitely abused their personal power here on a soul energetic level. They got a bit ahead of themselves and kind of thought they were the shit, but they're not the shit, right? And some of you really need to hear that, because you do feel that way inside, but I feel like you are in this power are actually so kind and so genuine that you wouldn't like take on that attitude. So take it from me, Leo Shine. It's fine too. If someone's been an arsehole, someone's been an arsehole. That's okay. You can wish them healing, you can wish them light, you can wish them love, but you don't have to be kind about it. All right? You don't have to be. You don't get karma for that. This is definitely someone who's interfered with how you perceive yourself because of how they I was about to say misaligned you here. So this is definitely somebody who's kind of misaligned you, whether it's a percentage or a whole fucking like 100% here. You lot are okay. And again, I'm getting like quite a few angels around you. There's also the 11th house community reversed that is standing out to me. So this is definitely someone with a King of Swords reversed that actually could have spread some lies about you through verbal communication or even texting here. And that's actually caused you quite a bit of harm, Capricorn, no shit. So the thing about the Capricorn energy, I always say this, is that usually people who are born under this star sign or have that lot in their charts, yes. We all do have the Capricorn energy because it's going to rule a certain house, whatever. So check what you have in your birth chart. But the fact that this energy is coming up, that is Saturn, and that's always going to govern over, who and what you step on, or who and what you propel and support as you go to your journey to the top. So this is definitely someone who got ahead of themselves and didn't actually consider who they were harming or hurting along the way to whatever they were achieving here. And I feel like even if you were the achievement for them, they didn't actually consider how you'd personally feel. So yeah, Five of Swords conflict, Wheel of Fortune reverse. You lot were definitely thrown off some semblance of a path here. You're just saying this is being fixed on a micro level. You can't even see it. It's definitely one of those things that are happening in the undercurrents of energy, but you don't see it. So you kind of feel like you have been left alone. For some of you guys, there's a couple of people that may be laughing at you or not feeling not treating you well or trying to make you out. This is definitely giving me angel numbers confirmation, mountains, obstacles. Is definitely something pulling you a lot away here. This is kind of how the energy works. So depending on what I can observe in my environment when I'm doing a reading, the timing in which I do these readings are always divinely guided. I don't know why it's so important. It just is. And there's like a lot of interference that I'm getting right now that keeps coming through at the moment with something angel numbers confirmation that's actually quite divinely guided. So it's definitely interference and this connection from the outside in here that calls them out in an obstacle. So I'm picking up on third party influence here on behalf of, so something or someone around whoever this main person is we've been addressing, some level of influence here that would have really just perpetuated this bad energy cycle. But the main message is the angels want you to know you are being taken care of and you are not abandoned here in this situation. You may be feeling like you are, but you are not. But yeah, this is who loves you. Someone who really done fucked up. All right, I'm gonna leave this here part one. If you want to book a personal reading, feel free. Everything's down below. Sending you guys so much love, so much light, so much healing and divine protection on behalf of my angels. I'll see you guys in the next one. Pile two. This is who loves you. And right as I started the recording, my earring actually just fell the fuck out, and it's my heart earrings. I've got like these little gold heart earrings in. And what's really interesting is I had to cut the recording, even though I'd rather keep it all in one go, so I didn't have to piece anything together. So I can make the uploads quick. And then I also had misplaced and lost the card representing your PAL and PAL 3. So I take that as a message I am channeling here. So this is a very intuitive process. Something tells me your PAL may be a little bit longer. Something was cut really short here. The love was. I feel that this may be someone you hate or someone who angers you, and it's okay to hate. It's okay to feel that energy. It's just an energy. It's what you do with it, really, that decides if it's negative. And I feel like you guys, you kind of actually keep that in. You keep your anger. You don't have to resonate with that part, because I do feel like for someone that's a bit triggering. So you don't resonate with the emotion of hatred or upset or anger. That's absolutely fine. Don't take this part for you. Please take care of yourself. But for some of you guys, this is definitely someone who's enraged you, and you have a lot of anger, and you are justified to have that anger. You haven't particularly put it anywhere yet, and I think your angels just want to address that, because it's definitely the kind of thing that will, over time, turn you sour or just make you not feel the best. So your angels just want to point that out. This is someone who deeply, deeply angers you, because I'm hearing like a mistreatment of you. So yes, you guys have the Two of Cups representing your pile, and I'm hearing what went wrong. You guys really need to understand exactly what happened here, because I don't think you do. And so much of your anger is coming from a lack of clarity too, and you deserve that clarity. So this is what you just want to bring through just before they even address who this is. Or do you want to do it the other way around, angels? I feel like I need to use that deck, but I'm going to use this one here. Okay? All right, angels, can you give me 2 cards to represent who this person is first and foremost? And then we'll get you the clarity you need, and then we'll come back to who this person is. You probably already know at this point. That's fine. This is someone who's keeping themselves quite hidden. So this is someone who's ashamed. They know they've angered you. They know they've done things that are not okay, but they're keeping it quite quiet. Okay? And I think this could be also the part that's annoying you, because really they should be addressing what they've done. So you got the 2 of Wands. You know what's angering you too, pile 2, is the fact that you still feel like there needs to be a correction of the past here. It's like you're kind of waiting for your justice on it. You're not getting it. The angels just want to leave you a message here to say that you will get it. Okay, and it can come in through miracles and come in certain ways, but I would say with this kind of a situation, this kind of an energy, don't focus too much on the karma. Focus more so on what justice looks like for you. Whether that is to, finally have that future you want, that partner you want. But yeah, 7 of Cups. There you go, confirmation. There's a lack of clarity you have. I also keep seeing the Hermit. So if this is someone you've been trying to figure out for a long time, or a situation you've been trying to figure out for a long time, it should have worked out, but it didn't, is what I'm getting. Your angels want to offer you the clarity here, but this is someone who's definitely very confusing and kept you waiting for a while. And more than likely, if you click on this power, you're still in some kind of a waiting. Your angels just want to bring you some clarity surrounding why you're even having to wait in the first place. That can be very disempowering if it's not divinely guided. So your angels just want to point that out as well. And you got the King of Swords reverse coming out. Page of Pentacles. These cards came out in pile 1. You also have the 6 of Pentacles too. And then you have the Emperor reverse. Okay, so I heard. Okay, wait, hold on 1 second. I'll fine tune the energy here. This is someone who's not in tune with themselves at all. They're not. Who they are in the 3D, like the lovers, yeah. Who they are in the 3D is not a reflection of who they are on a soul level. And this is part of the issue. So what you have is a soul expectation. You understand how their soul is, but who they show up as in the 3D is not in connection to the truth of their soul. And I feel like that's actually causing you a massive confusion, because this is definitely like falling in love with someone and seeing the light in them, but then you really just get the opposite. This person is not a true reflection of who they are on a soul level. The Hierophant. Now, there's definitely some kind of a lesson here to learn. I will say that, and that part can anger you, and that's all right. But I think it has more so to do with your self-worth, and recognizing that when people affect your self-worth, that doesn't mean you are worthy of thinking of yourself lower. Thinking of yourself as lower. Things happen. You can be so intelligent. You can be so self-aware, and even then you can be blinded. We have blind spots here. Now, I do feel like, funnily enough, you are a blind spot for this person, so there's certain things they don't quite understand about you, and I'm hearing your soul, your heritage, your energy. They don't understand your light energy. They are also some form of light energy, but they're actually vibrating really low on a 3D level. You're not seeing them as you should be able to see them, because they're not presenting themselves as they should be presenting themselves. They're actually acting quite fake here. And so that's kind of what I'm getting from the King of Swords here. And, just with the lovers and the King of Swords, this is giving me the dynamic of Adam and Eve. Adam, stereotypically, and when you look at the story, they say it's Eve's fault. They say it's woman's fault, right? Not to bring genders into it, but I feel like I have to do it. So this could be someone who maybe has presented a bit sexist towards you. mind you, this is someone who loves you, but again, you don't have to tolerate certain behaviors. You have that free will, and you don't have to accept that in your space. But I feel like for some of you guys in this pile, you've kept this in your space. You've kept it around when it didn't belong there, and you need to forgive yourself for that, actually. But this is, you know, when you look at the story of Adam and Eve, really what it was Adam manipulating and convincing Eve, I believe, in combination with the snake to have the apple, but then completely like not taking any accountability of it. So this could have been like a law situation where you felt lured into someone and you just got something else. You got the opposite. You're drawn into their light. Their light is real, but they showed you the opposite on the 3D level. Just the clouds again. This caused you confusion. And I'm actually hearing for some reason the confusion was your protection. You couldn't understand certain things. You don't understand certain things right now. As fucked up as it sounds, this is definitely one of those piles where I feel like some of you may be triggered, so please take care of yourself. But also you got the sun, so there's clarity. But it needs to be the right time, the right place, right? I do feel like for some of you, you're going to receive a message that is actually going to break this down and explain this. I do feel like you have an idea here of exactly the clarity, but yeah, the clarity is not clicking. This is definitely someone who could have quite literally breadcrumbed you with the Six of Pentacles. But I feel like this is someone who presents as if they have an idea of what righteousness is, or what being this is, or being that is, and they actually got a really terrible idea, and there's like psychological factors and trauma that goes into that. And this person definitely is surrounded by quite low vibrational energies as well. So it's part of the issue with this person, but you didn't make up their light, is what the angels are saying, and that's the clarity you need. They're just presenting very differently in the 3D. You know, the Two of Cups is also standing out to me, so I don't know if there is racial issues. There's definitely something about, I want to say, a level of discrimination or just a level of separation here because of this, and that. So yeah, that's really coming out. Angels, can you give me specifics? But the clarity you need to know here is that a lack of clarity has been your protection, because it needs to be the right time for you to understand certain things. And then also, you didn't mistake this person on an energetic level. They have light, but they chose not to show up. They're choosing not to show up with that light, okay? That doesn't mean that you have seen who they are on a soul level wrong. You're not wrong, is what I'm hearing. Clouds, distraction, more clouds, more confusions, right? So that confusion energy, the distraction, I feel like that was divinely guided for a while to keep you rather, you know, instead of like kind of pursuing something in the 3D or trying to move towards something, this is kind of you sitting and contemplating and trying to understand something in a weird way, keeping you away from this person. But I don't know. There's definitely elements, yes, the narcissistic fog coming through in this pile. You may not have been aware of that. But that's quite something thick to work through. So, yeah. Now, with the skull endings and getting specifically, this person does need to change that about themselves. You know, if they're going to be this soul and carry this light, they need to be that light. They can't just be that, present as darkness. Because with the divine guidance, the stars reverse, I really do feel like I'm hearing something could have been had that wasn't had here. Yes. But this, something about the situation has changed how you feel about yourself. Even the confusion itself can throw you off path, but I feel like at the same time, there are certain dark energies, your angels utilize them for light means here. This is really standing out to me too, so definitely somebody's cloaked. And it's slightly similar to Pile 1, but different angle, so different energy, different person. Take out the next, but if you join Pile 1, you can feel free to click on that as well. I'm hearing the swords don't go with the pentacles. Metal clashing with gold or something like that as well. So there could have been financial issues here with this person too. Take out the connects. Angels, what else does Pile 2 need to know about who loves them? They're pretty far behind too, so I'm hearing they don't actually understand a lot of things when it comes to psychology or the self. The way you would need them to. So they do have to, yeah, butterfly metamorphosis reverse. They haven't actually like gone into that cocoon and actually evolved into something more mature. So there's someone who could be quite immature. They have yet to go through that process, and I'm hearing life has racked up that whole process for them. There's a whole like period that they're gonna have to go through a self-reflection and in a turmoil as well, to actually be able to mature and ascend here. And usually when you got that inner turmoil, sometimes it becomes so loud that you have to face it. And that's exactly what it is. Someone who doesn't face their issues. And because they don't face their issues, they kind of end up being quite avoidant on the outside, and they don't take accountability. And the lack of accountability and the avoidance is actually what's causing you the confusion here. If they were honest with you, you'd understand, right? That like they could have an intention, but they shown up a certain way, and they'd be able to communicate that with you, and they'd be able to apologize. So for someone here, you do deserve an apology from this person. Yeah, for someone, this is definitely an X. If something is shifting and changing in the energy, and for some reason this energy is manifesting through, but you should know that this person does love you. Okay, even if they act like they don't, all right? Whoa, those cards flew on the floor. Moon emotions. Okay, so there's also a lack of clarity here because this person hasn't actually communicated the fact that they love you. That's part of the issue. Because they do, but I feel this is someone who lies. Glow possibility reversed. And the yin yang balance. This is the opposite of healing, these two cards. The yin yang balance is when things just go so well together. It could also be like a twin flame energy as well. The glow possibility reverse. This is a connection, an energy, a timeline that's keeping you stuck. Big time. The thing what's keeping you stuck here is that you need to understand something. You need to have clarity to be able to move forward, and this person will communicate it to you. And for a period of time that was divinely guided, actually to protect you away from this person, because they're quite dangerous in their behavior, is what I'm getting. In their intention. I feel like maybe they psychologically warp people as well, and they could have done that to you. They could be doing that to you, but I feel like this could be past tense for someone here, yes. But yeah, this is giving me core issues. They got root core issues here. And then with the Cancer in Mars, this is just cast it into the side here. It feels like they can't actually recognize what family. They can't, you know what, this is so family, but they can't recognize you as so family because they're not operating in the true energy, not relationship reverse. This is something that maybe you felt bound to, someone you felt bound to, but the energies have shifted. And I do feel energetically that they're going through a process to which they're having to confront their own lies and their own lack of accountability here. And that's inevitable. That's already been going on, is what I'm hearing. Moon perception. Angels, what else does Paltu need to know about who loves them? 11th house community. That's your personal relationships and everything. And you got Virgo digest. So I do feel like in this person's inner circle, there are people who are aware of the truth here, but that's not gone outwards towards you because I don't feel like you're a part of this person's inner circle. What else? This is also someone who could have tried to control certain narratives regarding their community and the people around them in a very precise way, because Virgo is like very precise. Sarah's nurture. And give me one more card there, please, angels. Thank you. You all could be dealing with tiredness, by the way. Midhaven Pinnacle Reverse. So this is really just giving me someone who's resisting the flow, resisting the pinnacle point of something. Everything that goes out has to come back. And this is someone who's definitely been trying to deny or avoid that, because deep down in their soul, they know that there's like a consequence that they're going to have to face because of lies. But yeah, you don't need to understand. You haven't had clarity here. This is someone who does love you. I feel like you need to get a couple more specifics there. This is someone who... This is someone who really likes your mouth, by the way, for someone. It's really coming through, yeah. Dignified strength. And perhaps it's mistaken, like you guys do feel really strong in this path, but you do feel really just like clueless at the moment or stuck in a lack of clarity. That lack of clarity is making you angry. But I feel like this is someone who's mistaking your strength for weakness. Actually, they got it really, really wrong. Like this person is not clear in the way they perceive things because they're not even clear on who they are. They're not acting or behaving in what's in resonance to their soul. And I feel like for some of you guys in this path, this kind of fucked you up for a little bit. But understand, for a period of time, the lack of clarity was divinely guided to keep you away. And then also the main lack of clarity here is that this person hasn't even told you that they love you, but I feel like you intuitively feel it, even though you don't have the physical proof. And then I'm hearing he ain't shit though. So if this is a male, he ain't shit though for someone. Solar flares activate sideways. This could be affecting... Yeah, this past is definitely giving me the energy of affecting your solar plexus, your life force energy. So you could be feeling drained, fatigued, tired, because this is like pulling away from your life force energy. Gemini cross-pollinates. So something about communications here big time, especially with the 11th house community. And the bees, 9th house exploration reverse. This is someone who doesn't want certain truths to come out. Oh my god, I just got an energy here. Like a spirit that could resonate with this reading. Wow, a spirit that's come up for me, yeah. Anyways, but definitely lies being told and, and a retainment of those lies, and you're not actually having the clarity and the truth of the fact that this person loves you. So I hope that helps you out, pal one. I do, pal two, not pal one. You guys could definitely resonate with pal one. I do feel like I need two more cards, one more card actually, on who this person is. Can you give me some more clarity? So pal two, please, angels. Thank you. This could be someone dealing with heart issues too for someone here. Knight of Swords, Lord of the Winds and Breezes. This could be someone who dipped in and dipped out your life real quick, by the way. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles, Lord of... Oh, no, I read that wrong. Princess of the Rushing Winds, Lord of Success Unfilled. Seven of Pentacles. I don't know why I'm seeing mosquitoes here too, for some reason. So this is definitely someone who could have sucked you dry for a period of time. After dealing with them, you felt really, really drained. You couldn't explain your why. Even just the bees with the flowers, taking the pollen, you know, they just do that. It's just nature. But yeah, it doesn't mean the flowers are consenting to that, right? So this is definitely someone who drained your energy to some capacity and made you feel powerless with the Magician reverse. I don't know, I heard the name Federico. That could be relevant for someone. Poppy is coming through as well. If you are of the older generation, this could be someone who like, yeah, you'd have to be like quite in the older generation. So it could be, yeah. Also, you can remove yourself from this reading. This could be about people you know and them dealing with other people as well. Take it out if it resonates. But something about Remembrance Day is coming through as well. Seven of Swords. Yeah, what was lost here? Nine of Cups reverse. What was lost? Happiness that was lost, joy that was lost, and wishes that were lost. For some, this is about your grandpa. I don't know why that's coming through. Like your grandpa situation with someone else. Alright? And a lack of guidance, a lack of yeah. For someone, you need to know your grandpa really loves you. Okay, they may not be the kind of person to actually be able to tell you that. They could be quite stoic and cold, especially if you're talking about older generations here and you know what they've stemmed from in the past, the wars and everything. Your grandpa really loves you. All right, so I'm sending you guys so much love in this pile. I hope that makes things a bit clear for you. There's definitely a change in the energy, but just know this person is definitely dealing with some level of karma here, and they're actually having to face this, the fact that they're a liar every day, and that's very pungent in the air. But yeah, if you want to go have some reading, you can find that down below. Anything else you can find down below. I'm sending you guys so much love. Right, pile 3, you guys have the Hierophant. And as I was taking a break there, I was catching up on a couple of energies. And I was feeling it. And this is definitely someone who loves you, who it could be a bit inappropriate here. It could be like a best friend's brother or a best friend, like literally that dynamic is coming through. I've never picked up on that before specifically, but I'm hearing like a best friend's brother or something. So this is someone you feel like you shouldn't be aligned with, but if it's there, it is what it is, and it's okay. This is definitely an alignment to this person for a high healing here. It's to be someone who's actually struggling with a couple of mental health issues as well, and you feel very drawn to them to help them. And the angel's saying it's not your job to help them like that by educating them with the Hierophant, but just your presence being there and you being who you are and expressing who you are naturally helps them. So don't feel like it's a burden on you. This is definitely giving me one of them relationships that are kind of like, oh, you feel like you're not allowed because it's like a best friend's brother and it's a bit weird or something. But it's divinely guided is what your angels are saying. This is really beautiful energy, I do have to be honest. First house arrival coming out for you guys in part 3. Well, these cards just went everywhere. Wow. What's this one? You have Progression's Journey. I do feel guided to put this upright in this pile as well. Can I get one more, please, angels, for who loves pile 3? Thank you. That's 2. Okay. Gemini, cross-pollinate. And then Venus, beloved. This is oh my God, I'm getting the name Stephanie. This could definitely be something that's still fresh. It's still new. I don't think this person's really realizes that's what it is. But when you look at the energy of love, like true, genuine love, whether it's platonic or not, it is coming from a soul level. It's that soul familiarity where you're recognizing someone. There's just that past life love there. And that's definitely what you share with this person, but I don't think they've quite recognized it yet. That's coming through. Angels, as for who this is, this feels like someone who has a really tight schedule, or they could just be super busy or like just have a routine about them. This is definitely giving me strong Virgo energy as well. And just the way I keep feeling with these cards, this could be someone who's quite anxious, or they fiddle a lot here. They could live in a second story as well for someone. And actually, a lot of people do. But I don't know why that's significant that's coming through. This could be someone who has a stutter and doesn't communicate the best as well. It could be autistic on the spectrum. Again, something about mental health here is coming through. This could be someone who's much, like one of the younger generations, like Gen Z or something, so taking how it connects as well. You also have Pisces sensitized. Oh my god, this is definitely giving me autistic spectrum for someone. So yeah, this could be someone on the spectrum for someone here. Take it how you connect. And if it's not someone on the spectrum, it's still someone who, they're actually a very sensitive soul, but on the outside they seem quite cold. The North Node future is exactly what I'm saying. This person feels divinely guided. Don't get it twisted. They are so sweet inside. And I feel like they showed up in your life. They've shown up in your life in perfect timing here. This person does feel a little bit confused. They don't actually understand why people perceive them in a certain way. So there's a little bit of a lag there. Or again, they just view life. If this is a spectrum thing, they kind of view things in a slightly different way. And a lot of people don't actually understand them. But I feel like you do. Even if you're not, like, you guys in this pile probably won't resonate with being on a spectrum unless you do take out what connects. But I feel like you understand this person inherently. There's that energy. There's that soul connection. And it's so important for this person. I feel like you've been brought into their life to understand them. You just naturally do, because there's a soul connection. You can kind of flow with their energy. And they've been brought into your life, I'm hearing, for unconditional love. They love so genuinely, without judgment. That's really beautiful. 7th house relationships. So yeah, if this is fresh for you, this is definitely probably going to amass to some level of a relationship. But again, for some reason I'm getting pings on what's that show called? God, I can't remember. It begins with an A, doesn't it? But it's where that character, he has autism, and it's not, no, that's not the name of it. Atypical. Yes, Atypical on Netflix is kind of giving me pings of that energy, so you could resonate with certain archetypes from there regarding this person in the physical. But it is giving me that. So definitely big mental health spectrum, or just being different here. This person definitely reads as a starseed, Cancer and Mars. They're so sensitive, by the way. It just doesn't look like that on the physical plane. This is such a sweet soul. I can feel it in the energy. They're really sweet. 3rd house communication. 3rd house communication, the cross-pollinate with the Gemini, and then the North Node future. I do feel like this person wants to tell you something. It's like they want to express how they feel, but they don't quite know how to do it. Mercury messages as well. They're not used to this. This is new for them. I don't feel like there's ever really been anyone in their path that actually kind of understands them for who they are. And I feel like you do. For some of you here, you could have, oh my god, yeah, Virgo Digest. Opposition, confrontation. You could have like a degree in psychology or something like that, or science or biology even, where you can kind of understand the brain. Excuse me, I've got something in my throat as I'm channeling right now. A lot of throat energy. This wasn't happening in pile 1 or pile 2, so that's exactly the message. There's something this person wants to communicate, and I do believe what they want to communicate is the fact that they do love you, but also this is them not fully recognizing that it's love, but recognizing that there's some kind of emotional feeling here that they actually want to express to you. They don't quite know how to express it. This is new to them. Yeah, debilitated, discomfort. This is new territory for them. So just be patient with this person, but you're probably already picking up on this to some degree in an energetic level. And they will, this is definitely someone who's, their heart is so sweet. Oh my god, I can feel it. Like, so sweet. Ah! Twin flames, your passion ignites. You definitely understand this person. There's definitely a soul connection, soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit, believers, and they will manifest physically. This person's definitely divinely guided into your life, by the way. And just gonna get one more card from here, please. I'm hearing a point of conception too. That's really interesting. So there's something new you're birthing with this person. For someone who have a pregnancy with this person, if you're female. Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. For your relationship being healed this very moment. That's exactly why you were brought into each other's lives here, for healing. This person needs someone who can understand them, and accept them for who they are. And I feel like you need someone who can unconditionally love you without judgment, and they can do that for you, and you can do the other part of them. This is absolutely divinely guided, but again, there's some kind of dynamic here where you feel like maybe it's not appropriate, whether it's because this is like a really good friend's brother or friend or something, or because this person themselves could be on some kind of spectrum healed. I get very strongly this power autistic spectrum. Take it how it connects. All right, or just different, like starseed different. Something about suntans coming through because my back's itching and I have suntanned. That's why it's itching, because I've got a little bit burnt and I'm like having an itch right now, so it's really coming through. This person's definitely meant to repel you. Angels, can you give me some? Oh, yeah, wait, don't rush into it. I feel like you or this person has been waiting for a while to kind of express, communicate certain things, and the time is right now. Something about the spring energy and the summer energy is really going to bring through a lot too. Like when the sun's out, you just feel better and more high vibrational. When actually you, you end up being in a better mood and saying certain things, right? And then also this one's coming out, my beloved. Though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time, nothing is missing. So you could be at a physical distance with this person as well. It's coming through very strongly. All right, angels, can you give me some messages regarding who this person is who loves Pile 3? This is not someone who often feels upset, by the way. This is someone who often feels quite happy. I do feel like there's quite a few people or situations that kind of butt into their space and ruin the mood a little bit. This is someone who's naturally very happy-go-lucky. They kind of feel like a joy guide for you or a good source of good luck. And I do feel like you look at this person like, wow, why hasn't anyone ever seen this like beautiful side of them before? And it's mainly because like other people don't understand them or get them. So other people could look at them as quite weird, quite zany, quite off or something. But you see this person for how they actually are, and I think that's really beautiful. So your angels just want to give you acknowledgement on that. The fact that your heart is so open here to accept them for how they are. I'm hearing the name Samuel. This person could be into sci-fi and tech and things like that. Be quite nerdy. Queen of Cups, yeah. Queen of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. This is giving me an energy of, even if there's nothing tangible, you still care and appreciate and love this person. I think it's really beautiful. So this is giving me no expectations and some kind of limitless love. Yeah, that's really, it's really organic. It's really sweet. Like you'd be happy to be this person's friend, to be this person's support, to be this person's partner, and vice versa. I feel like this is a really, really high vibrational, loving pile. I just want to acknowledge that for you guys. This is so high vibe. For someone, this is totally platonic. This is platonic. And this is your own child if they're on the spectrum, and you just need that affirmation. Maybe if you're going through the opposition and confrontation, so any rough period with your child, there's like that love there, that care there. They do care about you. They do love you, even if things are feeling rough at the moment, right? In dinosaurs in this part could be relevant for someone. Yeah, there's certainly like a nerdy sci-fi techie energy coming through as well. This could be someone who cares about like bugs and stuff as well too. Oh, that flew on the floor, the Chariot. Okay, so just something your angels want to point out about this person. They haven't really actually had much time or possibly support to process some heavy emotions. They're always so happy-go-lucky, but it's giving me that toxic positivity. But it's just actually who they are. They're like very positive. I'm just noticing the sirens that are going on outside. I think it's an ambulance. So yeah, this person's definitely been brought into your life for healing. Definitely for healing. Definitely. I feel like you almost need to break down your energy here. Angels, actually, I want to see the intention of this person with you on an energetic soul level. So how will that manifest physically? It will be different for all of you guys. But I want to see their soul intention, and I want to see your soul intention with them. Feel guided to do that right now. Angels, what's this person's soul intention? Water Surrender Reverse. This person is very used to just like kind of going with the flow of things, even if the flow is off because other people have interrupted it. This is their soul's intention with you as to why they're also divinely guided into your life is to actually learn what it means to be in control of their narrative here, in control of their life and their story, and not let other people write over their story for them. And then your soul's intention with them, you definitely, it feels like a care package here. Like you guys are care packages to each other here. Firefly, your soul intention is actually to guide them. This is someone who feels very, very talented, very gifted as well, whether it's art, music, creation, writing, something about like gifts like that. And you're going to help amplify that for them as well too. This could be your best friend too for someone. It doesn't have to be like romantic love. It could be platonic, but this person loves you and cares about you big time. But that clock is really standing out to me. So this could be someone who's actually worried about dying, worried about passing away, worried about like running out of time in their life, not being able to achieve certain things. And I feel you bring them an ease, or this could be you and they bring you an ease. Take Alex next as well. All right. Angels, can you give me any more specifics on pile 3 and who loves them? Yield, patience. This is definitely someone who's a bit standoffish too. It's giving me that Alessia Cara song here, where she's saying, something. I tell myself, what am I doing here? Oh, here, oh, here. So this could be someone who's not really quite social. They don't like going to parties or anything. I do feel like there's similarities with you too when it comes to this person. It feels like someone who's a bit more antisocial. Reminding me of the Ed Sheeran song, Antisocial too. This is like being a normal person. You're a very, very normal person, but actually such a beautiful soul and therefore such a beautiful face as a result. You see the beauty in this person. I think is really beautiful, pile 3. So I just want to recognize that for you guys, because that is so overlooked in this world and people are so judgmental. But with the tree ancestry, I would not be surprised if you happen to have something established with this person, if you resonate with their romantic side of things, and it's not like a platonic love. The rest of you who resonate with the platonic, take that on a different angle, that this will be family or this will be someone you consider as family. But those of you who resonate with this reading being romantic, there's definitely the establishment of family here. And it's actually going to be quite an achievement, I feel like, for this soul, because I feel like they haven't been able to achieve it in certain lifetimes because they're always so heavily judged, and so certain things don't ever really manifest or ground for them because they're not able to take their power back from the narratives that are portrayed about them, actually. So yeah. Okay. Don't worry about external interference. This feels like a really solid, genuine, unconditional love that is so strong that dark energies can't interfere with that. So just know that. I hope this reading helps you. I'm sending you much love. If you want to book a personal reading, you can find the information for that down below. I will see you guys in the next one. Something about Christmas too is relevant as well in this pile. But yeah, all right. Bye.